In today's episode, we try to understand some of the basics of artificial intelligence and how real it is and how truly it impacts human life. Artificial intelligence is essentially imitating human intelligence and human brain. The human brain has neurons, and artificial intelligence works on something called deep neural networks. Layers of network or computing power which filters and supplies data for coming to conclusions like a human mind does. When I was preparing for this episode, I was taking a lot of information from my research. I was also getting feedback from my mental stored data, situations that I have faced and situations that I see unfolding as I prepare. The same imitation happens. There is a deep neural network. Deep neural network started about 15-20 years back. Today, artificial intelligence as we see is artificial narrow intelligence or ANI or artificial weak intelligence or AWI. Why it is called weak or narrow? Because it has evolved in 3 stages and are designed to solve a narrow set of problems. A farmer to be advised about what time to put the seeds to soil. In the first stage, weather data was taken, previous production of crop history was taken, various amount of soil data was taken, the seeds genetics were taken, and a solution was provided. It was a deep automation plus taking some circumstantial evidence. Then it went into expert-led artificial intelligence. A few experts were gathered, their video and their audio were fed in, and the circumstantial data was analyzed and a recommendation engine was made. The expert and the first stage of data is what we see being used in things like Siri or recommendation engines or the loan proposals that get processed and a in-principle approval is given. The next thing is revolutionizing the artificial intelligence industry is the machine learning. Machine learning is taking forward one step from expert learning where various data regarding situations are fed to the machine, and using algorithm, it starts processing the various possibilities that has been fed. That is where the problems start coming, because artificial intelligence in its narrow form or the weak form is supposed to be the precursor of the greater form of artificial intelligence, which is known as artificial general intelligence, which is akin to a human intelligence or a normal human intelligence. What goes wrong? Artificial narrow intelligence requires a processing irrespective of the simplicity or complexity of the problem. Let us say a child's learning behavior. A child doesn't require much training to understand what is a cat or what is a dog or what is a doll or what is a bicycle. Probably it requires 1 or 2 iterations before she or he starts understanding what exactly it is, whether it is to play with or whether it is to stay away from. But in case of a machine learning or in case of an artificial intelligence, it requires so much of training. Second important thing is the bias, and bias impacting the good quality data and the bad quality data. Let us say we are in Mumbai or in Delhi, and we are trying to apply artificial intelligence to policing efficiency. Now, police have bias that one particular area has a lot of crime or one kind of crime gets committed during particular hour, and the other hours, the quality of data and the quantity of data both are poor. So when we do machine learning or when we do deep learning using this kind of data, which is to be supplied to make it more effective, the bias make the intelligence of the machine or the artificial intelligence that much undependent. Let us say I am interviewing for a particular job. On the go biases that I'll have to do gender diversity, that I'll have to correlate the experience with appearance are unlikely to be factored into artificial intelligence because these are situational knowledges which are being put into use. Artificial intelligence can go to the artificial general intelligence if these situations could be fed in. Initially, it was thought that all the situations that are imaginable could be converted into logic and could be fed into artificial intelligence or machine learning to make it superior in the form of artificial general intelligence. But it didn't work because there are millions of situations that could evolve. An artificial intelligence equipped machine beating you at a game of chess or in any strategy game is no big deal as compared to probably an autonomous vehicle which is going on the road where life and death is involved and situations have to be analyzed and immediately giving a decision to the command center to work in a particular way. And that is why some of the higher applications of artificial intelligence have not yet hit the road, and we are giving a 20 to 30 year kind of a time frame for this to come in. The question still remains whether artificial intelligence will impact detrimental to the human existence. The answer is very difficult to give because when artificial superintelligence comes, which is predicted to come after 50 years, where people like Einstein will come in the form of artificial superintelligence, till that time probably many low-end repetitive jobs are likely to be handled through artificial intelligence. For example, doctor is doing a practice, doctor's time is very valuable. Many times doctors spend a lot of time analyzing clinical data and looking at data which could be pre-processed and pre-projected using artificial intelligence so that doctors can do only specialized job. Somebody is doing a hiring, scrutiny of the curriculum, vitae, looking at the experience, making the general prediction whether they are overall suitable or not is likely to be handled by artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is suffering from the same kind of bad mouthing as it happened when computers came or when any other large scientific and transformative initiative was rolled out. Quickly, new jobs were created. Whether 15 years back or even 10 years back, one could have seen the explosion of the job market in the social media space. And same in the data space, data scientist space. Definitely we are seeing a shift. And this shift will be akin to if you are consulting a live expert, you are likely to pay like you do for a live concert rather than buying a CD. Interesting time. Watch out. We will do more episodes on artificial intelligence because it is so much impacting our lives. Thank you very much.